let's start. And what is this touching? It's really super sweet. So let's start. Find a comfortable seat. Use a blanket, use a pillow, whatever it helps to have your hips a tiny bit more in ease and a nice long spine. So you always, tight hips, you can sit like this. You don't need to squeeze yourself and it's hurting you right from the start. Bring your feet in front, soles of your feet meeting and releasing in your hips. A bit of a height, bring your feet a tiny bit in front. It's super uncomfortable. So you want to find a bit of a comfort. I know it's all about acceptance, but as soon there is a really super discomfort, mind is only busy in, when is it over? I can't, it's hurting. Oh my God, I need to hang in there. I should be doing a really good figure. Forget it. Mind is sometimes stronger than being. Let's train this. So when you need, please bring your soles of your feet together. Find a long spine, shoulders easing, hands on your knees or in front of your belly. Giving yourself a moment, arriving on your mat, on your place, wherever it is. Practicing at home, practicing on your holidays still, having your own space and coming into your body. As if you can collect all what is out there, bring it home, bring it towards yourself. Letting yourself sense and feel how you're breathing this morning. Natural breath, still not guided. This gentle breath naturally flows in, flows out. Checking in how you're sensing, how you're feeling. You feel a bit tight, a bit nervous. You're kind of sitting in your practice, used to practice, taking on your practice being. Or can you be sensing how you're feeling literally this morning? How is your mindset? Bit afraid if you're getting what you need, feeling super relaxed, well rested, couldn't sleep very well. Let it be as honest as you are. Authentic, simplicity. And finding your breath and letting this breath start to be stronger and fuller. Pranayama with your inhaling 2-3 centimeters below your belly button, letting your belly rise, this belly filling up along your spine. With your exhaling, bring your belly in towards your spine and gently lift it up internally, activating Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Inhaling, filling your belly, filling it up, taking a big inhaling. With your exhaling, bringing your belly inward, consciously belly breathing inward and lift it gently up towards your heart internally. Inhaling for 2, 3, 4, 5, holding your breath. Exhaling, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holding, and try to use this whole time. So you want to exhaling gently. Exhaling, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This whole time you want to inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Holding, shoulders soft. Exhaling 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pausing. Can you take it even softer? Inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last round. Inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Belly. Exhaling, sucking this belly inward and rising in your spine. Releasing, concentration on pranayama. Stay connected with your breath. Interlacing your fingers, opening your palms of your hands, lengthening your arms, rounding your spine, really pressing from your belly button, pressing your spine back, giving yourself a good morning stretch, inhaling your arms over your head, lifting your shoulders towards your ears, exhaling, release them down, lifting. Exhaling, release them down. One more time. Inhaling, lifting, rooting down from your seat. Exhaling, really softening your arms. Inhaling, arms on your side. Sweep your arms over your head. Exhaling, releasing your right hand. Bending your elbow, reach with your left arm over your head. Softening in your shoulder, elbow bend. Pinky finger towards the floor, opening your chest a tiny bit. Inhaling back into your neutral, soft touch of your hands, turning your palms of your hands up. Exhaling, releasing your arms. Inhaling, arms over your head. Exhaling, planting your left hand, bending elbow, shoulder far away from your ear. Breathe. Pinky finger turns towards the floor. Seat pressing down. Breath. Inhaling, coming back into your neutral, soft touch of your hands, praying your prayer in front of your chest, closing your eyes for a moment. And for people here starting this week in this place, maybe you can remember, when did you decide coming here? Maybe it was a very, very spontaneous decision. Maybe it was a long time planned already. There is a wish behind, a longing behind. What are you longing from this week? Maybe you have a bit of a challenging time in your life, looking for some answers, looking for some choices. Maybe you just come here to breathe, sitting in the sun, whatever it is. big, small, being aware. And people in your private space. Maybe there's a place you would like to set an intention for this week's practice. Sunday, a new week starts. And taking this wish, this desire as intention for this week, for today's practice, the closer you stay to yourself, the most you make out of this week. Inhaling, reach your arms over your head. Exhaling, opening like wings. Lifting your shoulders, roll them back and out, lifting shoulders. Exhaling, walking with your fingertips towards the side, gaze over your right shoulder. Inhaling, gaze over your left shoulder. Inhaling, moving around. Exhaling. Inhaling, moving around. Exhaling. Inhaling back in your neutral, lifting your chin. Gaze towards the ceiling. Exhaling, sucking your belly in. Bring chin towards the sternum. Stay here for a moment. Inhaling one more time, chin towards sternum, releasing Mula Bandha. Exhaling, belly sucking in, chin towards your sternum, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. Stay, hold. Inhaling, sweep your arms over your head. Exhaling, release, reaching forward from your arms, planting your hands, rolling over your knees, pushing all away what you're sitting on, planting your hands under your shoulders, knees, hip widths apart, and taking a couple of cat-cow breathing. So you're rolling back your shoulders, you're bending, you're arching your spine, gazing up, exhaling, rounding, belly button. Inhaling. Keep on moving with your breath, exhaling. Talking about these bandhas, these horizontal layers in your torso. Normally we have our muscles going more vertical, and we have these horizontal layers called bandhas. In your pelvis floor, you wanna activating this pelvis floor while you're exhaling, you're sucking it in to help to increase your internal energy, to massage your organs. So when we're talking about these bandhas, we're talking about these horizontal layers. Perineum, diaphragm, and here in your clavicula, another layer, it's called the Uddiyana Bandha. So when you're moving, being aware, exhaling, there are layers in your body helping you to increase naturally your energy. Inhaling, gazing forward, curling your toes and lifting your knees only 2-3 centimeters, giving yourself a bit of a rocking forward, rocking back with your knees bent, warming your shoulders, activating your core. Spreading your fingers even wider. And with your next inhaling, you want to lifting your seat, stay on your tippy toes. Exhaling, releasing your heels gently. Inhaling, lifting your heels on your tippy toes. Exhaling, releasing your heels. Inhaling, tippy toes. Exhaling, release. One more time. Inhaling. Exhaling, release. Bending your knees. Gently opening these knees, big toes touching, flow in your child pose, Balasana, releasing your forehead, soft in your arms, in your hands. Breath. Inhaling, tucking your tailbone in, rolling up your spine, feeling every millimeter in your spine, vertebra for vertebra, shoulders rolling back and down, arms on your side. Sweep your arms over your head with your inhaling, exhaling, reaching forward, pushing with your belly. Activating your Mula Bandha, creating more space in your inner groin, staying here halfway. Exhaling, planting your hand, gazing between your arms, curling your toes, lifting your seat, and start paddling with your feet. One heel bends, the other heel is pressing down, the opposite heel, so playing. Bring your hand, this one a tiny bit more in your center, middle finger, your slippery breath, sucking this energy from Mother Earth in your hands, spreading your fingers wider, breathe, rolling back your shoulders. One more child pose, bending your knees, flowing gently in your child pose, letting your knees opening, big toes touching. Your belly has space to breathe, your kidneys. In relaxing pose, passive poses, like in active poses, you're finding the same attitude of staying connected, breathing deeper, inhaling, lifting your head, pressing your hands, coming back into your cat, gazing forward, curling your toes, lifting your seat in your downward facing dog, stepping your feet together, rising with your right leg, stay square with your hips, gaze towards your left toes and your left heel is pressing down. Bending your knee towards your chest, gazing forward between your hands, rounding your spine. So you want to stay in your down dog. You don't want to come in your high plank yet. Inhaling, lengthening, gaze between your hands. Exhaling, Mula Bandha active. Ilyana Bandha active, knee towards your nose. Inhaling. Exhaling, rounding, stay in your down dog. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, rounding. Inhaling, lifting. This time you want to gazing forward, bending your knee and stepping your right foot between your hands. When this is difficult, always come down onto your knees, planting your foot, fingers, curling toes, and here you are, bending your front knee a tiny bit more and gazing forward, smiling. Exhaling, swing your foot back and in your downward facing dog, your left side, inhaling your left leg towards the ceiling. Stay square with your hips, opening your fingers, spreading your fingers wide. Breath. And you want to stay in your down dog while you start rounding your spine and you bring your knee rounding the spine. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, rounding. You want to work with your core. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, as if you do cat-cow. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling, rounding. One more time. Inhaling. Exhaling. Your last time, you're inhaling, and then you're stepping your foot between your hands, gazing forward. Please, you come down on your knee. This is nothing wrong. Breathe, and you have these wonderful blocks. You can using your blocks under your hands that you can rolling back. Breathe. Bending your knee a tiny bit more. Open. Beautiful. Look at this. Breathe. Breathe. Lifting your back knee a tiny bit more, Elena. Pushing with your heel. Breathe. Inhaling, exhaling, stepping back in your downward facing dog. Inhaling in your high plank, pushing with your heels, unrolling your spine gently, coming forward. Exhaling, lifting your seat, opening your mouth like, oh. Inhaling, activating your heels, unrolling your spine, high plank. Exhaling, oh. One more time, inhaling. Exhaling, ah. Your last time, inhaling in your high plank, exhaling, releasing your knees, your toes staying onto the floor, elbows glued to your body, gazing forward, chin, chest, toes down, inhaling, sneaking forward, rolling back your shoulders, lifting your heart. Inhaling, lifting high arms, and you're reaching forward. Exhaling, elbows glued to your body. Inhaling, 10 toes on the floor. Exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, lifting a tiny bit higher. In, exhaling. Planting your hands, curling your toes, lifting your seat downward, facing dog, stepping your feet together, inhaling your right leg towards the ceiling, exhaling right foot between your hands, long runner's lunge, releasing your knee, releasing your toes, in. Using your blocks always when you need, extending your arms, creating more space for your spine. Breathe, releasing your arms, inhaling, crescent moon lunge, no weight on your knee. Come a tiny bit, yes. Breathe, lifting yourself out. So you want to lengthening, even your knee is supporting you, rounding back your shoulders. Exhaling, planting your hands, stepping back in your downward facing dog. Inhaling in your high plank, exhaling, releasing your knees, your toes, your 10 toes pressing into the floor, pulling your elbows, chin, chest, inhaling, sneaking, belly button, pubic bone, elbows, spreading fingers, rolling back shoulders, breathe. Curling your toes, lifting your seat, your elbows glued to your body. Eva, bring your elbows next to your body, lifting yourself up, rooting down your knees, lifting your seat down, but facing dog. Stepping your feet together, lifting your left leg, inhaling. Exhaling, stepping your left foot between your hands, always possible, come on your knees. First you want to lengthening, And then you want to release your knee, that you have your inner groins open, long spine. Use your blocks, rounding back your shoulders. Remember, spine space is the most important. Inhaling in your crescent moon lunge. Breathe, stay forward, breathe, rounding back your shoulders, smiling in your heart. Breath. One more inhaling. Exhaling, planting your hands, stepping back in your downward facing dog. Finding movement, supporting you. When it's going a bit too fast, go in your own pace. Breathe, inhaling in your high plank, activating these heels. The more you're activating, pushing with your heels, the lighter your body becomes. Lifting yourself out of your shoulders, exhaling your knees, your toes, chin, chest, glue your elbows, glue these elbows, inhaling. Exhaling in your downward facing dog, bending your knees, gaze between your hands, walking your feet forward between your hands, hip width apart, hugging elbows, ragdoll, swinging your elbows to one side, the other side. Your arms growing heavy. Kate, softening your knees. Ekaterina. Hi, Marian, you're here. Anna's here as well. Letting go your elbows, lifting yourself up halfway. So you're pressing your feet, lifting your heart. Maybe your fingertips stay on the floor or on your shin bones, or you come a tiny bit higher. Wherever you need, you want to lengthening your legs, lengthening your spine, folding forward, Uttanasana, surrender. Inhaling, feet pressing, seat lifting, spine long. Exhaling, folding. Inhaling one more time. Exhaling, folding. One breath in your standing, long legs, long spine. So you keep on moving, and from here, as if there is somebody pulling you up from your chest. Exhaling, releasing your arms. Tadasana. Feet hip width apart, or you step them together. Your choice. Some practicing feet hip width apart, some with feet closed. You're working your inner alignment. When you're coming up, you would like to avoid coming up like this. Brings a lot of pressure on your lower back. So you want to press in your feet, your thighs active, and as if there is somebody pulling you up from your chest. Feet active, legs active, less pressure on your spine. Inhaling your arms. Exhaling, folding forward, same principle. Bending your knees, stepping your right foot back, long runner's lunge, releasing your knee, your toes, crescent moon lunge, inhaling. Exhaling, cactus arms, spreading your fingers. Inhaling, reaching. Exhaling. Inhaling, reach. Exhaling, planting your hands, stepping back in your high plank. Choose knees, chin, chest, or Chaturanga, Dandasana. Inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhaling over your toes, downward facing dog, stepping your feet together, lifting your right leg, inhaling, exhaling, stepping your right foot between your hands. First, you want to opening your inner groins, releasing knees, toes, crescent moon lunge, in, stay, exhaling, shoulders, cactus arms, inhaling, exhaling, cactus arms. When you do your cactus arms, you want to find a sweet little back bending, spreading wide, inhaling, exhaling, planting your hands, and gazing forward, stepping your feet together in front, halfway, inhaling, lengthening, folding, exhaling. One breath in your standing, inhaling, exhaling your prayer. Stay with your hands in front of your chest. Remember your intention. Why are you here? Releasing your arms, sweep your arms over your head. Exhaling, folding forward, stepping your left foot back. Long runners lunge, releasing knee, releasing toes, crescent moon lunge in. Exhaling this time, open your arms towards your side, palms of your hands facing up. Exhaling, interlacing your fingers, pushing with your hands. Sweeping yourself open. Breathe. Exhaling, hands framing foot, stepping back in your high plank. Shoes, Chaturanga Dandasana, knees, chin, chest. People, when you would like to learn Chaturanga Dandasana, you're releasing your knees. Stay with your toes curled under. You are bending your elbows, holding your chest halfway. And then from here, you're pushing with your toes, lifting your heart, lifting your thighs, rolling over your toes in your downward facing dog, or choose what you would like to do. And you want to bring your elbows, always bringing in. I'm banging on this door, you're hurting your wrists. Let's meet in downward facing dog. Stepping your feet together, lifting your left leg, inhaling. Exhaling, stepping your left foot between your hands. First, you're opening your inner groins, so you wanna lengthening, releasing your knee, your toes, crescent moon lunge, inhaling, opening your arms, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling, interlacing your fingers, swapping your interlace, opening your chest, stay. Inhaling. Exhaling, planting your hands, gazing forward, stepping your feet in front. Inhaling halfway, folding forward. One breath in your standing, inhaling. Exhaling, bringing your prayer in front of your chest, closing your eyes. Why are you here? Why? What is your wish, your desire for this week? Spending it literally at Amasim or in your home private space. What do you long from this week? Stepping your feet together, releasing your arms, bending your knees, pushing with your seat and letting your arms swinging like monkey arms, your fingers, your feet, pressing down, Utkatasana, inhaling, lifting your prayer, long spine, shoulders, bring your belly in, breath, releasing your seat, breath, breath, exhaling, bringing your prayer, folding forward, lengthening your legs, Uttanasana. Bending your knees, stepping your right foot back, stay on your toes. Coming in your high lunge. One more time, your arms swinging like that weight. So much weight on your shoulders. Inhaling. Breath. Bending your front knee, releasing your shoulders. Spreading your toes. Exhaling, cactus arms. Gazing towards the ceiling from your chest. Exhaling, releasing and gaze towards your belly button. Inhaling, opening up. Exhaling, gaze to your belly button. Inhaling, bending your front knee. Exhaling. Last time, inhaling and reaching with your arms. Exhaling, planting your hands, stepping back in your high plank. Please choose Chaturanga Dandasana, knees, chin, chest, child pose, your practice. If you want to stay with your toes down, when you're coming down like this, you're collapsing in your shoulders, giving you the chance to rooting down from your feet, that you do not bring too much weight on your shoulders and your arms. I hope you don't mind when I'm giving you some hints to hopefully bring more awareness in your practice. It's not telling you off. And it's not you doing something wrong. It should support you finding your way. Rolling back your shoulders louder, bringing your shoulders down. Softening in your elbows. Breathe, pushing your seat. Breath, bending your knees, gaze between your hands, walking, hopping, stepping your feet together. Inhaling, coming halfway, lengthening, folding forward. Exhaling, stepping your feet together when you don't have, bending your knees, Utkatasana. So while you're bending your knees, you bring your tailbone, bring it in, Mula Bandha, long spine. See, avoid falling into your lower back, bringing this tailbone between your heels. This is it. Sasha, beautiful. Yeah, you have a slightly tendency to come in your lower back. Breathe. Exhaling, bringing your prayer in front of your chest, lengthening your legs, bringing your arms on your side. Tadasana. Breath. Bending your knees, one more. Utkatasana. Inhaling. Tailbone between your heels. Breathe. Exhaling, bringing your prayer, folding forward, lengthening your legs as much as possible. Please stay bending your knees when you need. Bending your knees, gazing forward, stepping your left foot back, stay on your toes, high lunge, swinging your arms, breath, bending your front knee, inhaling, in your arms. Exhaling, opening your chest, spreading your fingers. And from here, while you're bringing from your shoulders, your hands down, your gaze towards your belly button. What we've done, what you do, cat-cow, you're doing here. Inhaling, exhaling, rounding. Inhaling, it's working in your balance, bending your front knee a tiny bit more. Stretching your leg. Beautiful. Inhaling. Exhaling. Really. Cat-cow. Breathe. Last time. Inhaling. Exhaling. Planting your hand. And stepping back in your high plank. Choose. Knees, chin, chest. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling. Rolling back your shoulders. Exhaling in your downward facing dog. Breathe. Breath. Rounding back your shoulders. Bending your knees. Gaze between your hands. Hopping, walking, stepping forward. Inhaling, coming halfway. Folding forward, bending your knees. One more. Utkatasana. Take it really nicely, consciously. Rounding back shoulders. Pinky finger wanna meet in your center. Mula Bandha active. Everyone is practicing already for longer. So you be more aware. Breathe. Bringing your prayer in front of your chest. Releasing your arms. Tadasana. Breathe. Inhaling, bringing your arms over your head, right hand, grabbing your left wrist, lengthening. Exhaling, reach with your left arm towards your right side. And from here, you're pressing both of your feet into the floor, twisting yourself open a tiny bit, gazing over, your left elbow. Inhaling back into your neutral opposite side. First, you're lengthening, then you're reaching, and then you're twisting, gently gazing. Inhaling back into your neutral. Exhaling, bringing your arms around, interlacing your fingers, softly bending your knees, opening your chest. Back bending, folding forward, stay bending your knees, arms flowing over your head. And people with a bit more flexibility, you can lengthening your legs. Breath. Breath. Inhaling, gazing forward, pushing your arms, coming halfway, coming in this kind of really funky pose, gazing forward, pushing seat, creating a table. Exhaling, releasing your hands, stepping your right foot back, long runner's lunge, right arm, hand onto the floor, left arm on your knee, or slow. Opposite side, opposite side. Yes, you're twisting. Breath. Stacking your shoulders, lifting yourself out of your shoulder, softening in your elbow. Yes, breathe. Inhaling. Exhaling, planting your hand, releasing your right knee, your right toes, lengthening your front leg, using your blocks when you need. Pushing with your hips, releasing your neck. Your left foot pressing onto the floor. Inhaling, bending your front knee, gazing forward, curling your back toes under, lifting both of your legs, lengthening both of your legs. Breathe. Inhaling, bending your front knee and opening your back foot 60 degrees, hips gazing forward, releasing your spine, bringing your arms around, interlacing your fingers and folding forward. Breathe. Obviously, you can stay where you are with your hands on the floor when you need. Breathe. Bending your front knee, coming in your standing, releasing your arms in your first warrior. Nice stretch on your calf muscles, hips facing front, shoulders releasing, smiling in your heart. Breathe, reaching forward from your chest, and from here you want to flow in your third warrior. Your arms windmilling back, your chest gazing forward. Breath. bending your knees, stepping back and stay on your toes in your high lunge. Exhaling, twisting here. Your right arm comes forward, your left arm reaching back, bending your knee. Breath. Bringing your prayer in front. Sorry, how can I turn myself around that you can see me? This one, bringing your hands in front. Stay, or you're lowering down. Oops, your elbow, bringing your prayer in front of your chest, a long spine. Breathe, you stay here, or you come in your full pose, Pavrita Parsva Konasana, twisted side ankle. Breathe. Breathe. Inhaling, coming back, framing your foot, gazing forward, exhaling, stepping back in your downward facing dog. Choose what you would like to do. Child pose is always available. You can take knees, chin, chest. You can take Chaturanga Dandasana. If you would like to challenge, you're lifting your right leg towards the ceiling with your inhaling, coming into your high plank, exhaling, lowering down, releasing your right foot, lifting your heart in, exhaling over your toes in your downward facing dog. Take it step by step. We are not competing here. You want to nourish yourself. Breathe. When you've been choosing child pose, please join us again when you feel ready in your downward facing dog. Breath, bending your knees, gaze between your hands, walking, hopping, stepping forward between your hands. Inhaling, coming halfway, folding forward with your exhale. Inhaling, one breath in your standing. Exhaling, bringing your prayer, closing your eyes. Breath. Releasing your arms, sweep your arms over your head. Exhaling, folding forward, bending your knees, stepping your left foot back, releasing your left knee, your left toes, lengthening your front leg while you're pressing your right foot into the floor, squaring your hips. Inhaling, bending your front knee, gazing forward, curling your back toes, lifting your seat, both legs lengthening. Inhaling, bending your front knee, opening your left foot 60 degrees, interlacing your fingers in your back. And you want to folding forward, both legs long, breath. Both legs long, Elena, breath. Releasing your neck. Breath. Inhaling, bending your front knee, opening your arms and sweep your arms over your head in your first warrior. Hips facing front, nice calf muscle stretch, bending your front knee, bending your front knee, breathe. And while you're reaching forward from your chest, you want to windmilling your arms and lifting your back leg, gently, consciously flowing. Breath. Bending your front knee, stepping your right foot back in your high lunge. And you want to twisting here. Left arm reaches forward, right arm reaches back. Breath. releasing your shoulders. Breath. Breath. And you come on your back toes when you can. When it's more safe to stay like this. Your foot is a tiny bit close when you can bring it. Yes, you're twisting more, bending your front knee, releasing your shoulders. Beautiful. And you're bringing your hands in prayer in front of your chest. You can stay here. This is already wonderful. Or you're lowering down the opposite elbow and you stay. Bring your hands in front of your chest, twisting. Breathe. And then from here, you can open your arms. Sorry. Bending your front knee a tiny bit more and pushing your heel. Breathe. Find ease in your shoulder. Okay? Breathe. Pinky finger. Breathe. Smiling. One more breath. Exhaling. And planting your hands. Stepping back in your downward facing dog. Please choose what you would like to do. Stay in your down dog, working your down dog, child pose. Any choice of a Vinyasa, Chaturanga Dandasana, knees, chin, chest, or you challenge yourself with your left leg. Inhaling. Come into your high plank from here. Exhaling, elbows, foot, lifting your heart. Exhaling in your downward facing dog. Pacing yourself and you're rolling back your shoulders. Spreading your fingers. And you want to try with Chaturanga. Come from here, lowering down your knees. And then you're folding in, holding here. With your toes, you want to pushing and lifting your heart. It doesn't matter when you stay down. The strength comes by time when you do the technique right. So you lower your knees. Sorry, people, just give me a moment to help. Martina, yes. Holding here, pushing with your toes. This is it. And yeah, can you feel you're working more from your back? Lifting your heart, elbows glue your body. Do not allow your elbows to slide to the side. Elbows from here, and then you're rooting down from your knees and pushing yourself up. Bending, let's meet in downward facing dog. Hello, sorry. Gazing forward and hopping, walking, stepping forward. Inhaling, coming halfway, folding forward in your Uttanasana. Inhaling, one breath. Exhaling, bringing your prayer in front of your chest. Stay here for a moment. Scattering your mind, your heart, your sensations. Releasing your arms, inhaling, sweep your arms over your head, interlacing your fingers, point with your index finger, releasing your shoulders, lifting your heels, coming on your balls of your feet, and from here, you gently wanna coming down. Breath, bending your knees while you're lengthening your spine, you're gently coming down, releasing your hands in front of your chest, opening your knees. And from here, you can come into an arm balance. So you're releasing your hands, first letting your arms swinging for a moment. So you're finding your arms free, your shoulders free. And then from here, you're spreading your fingers and planting your hands in front of you. You do not want to come too far away and not too close. That's the first. Finding your hands resting in front of you, more or less really in front of your chest. Fingers spreading wide. You're pressing your hands, rolling back your shoulders, gazing forward. And from here, you want to stay gazing forward while you're lifting your seat. Come on the balls of your feet. And your knees finding your upper arms. And from here, you can play, bringing your weight tippy toes floating back, bringing your weight, tippy toes. Obviously, people used to the crow pose, please come in, and you can take it from here. Any variation you would like to take, headstand, whatever, and you can come and jumping back. When you would like, floating back, finding one more, Vinyasa. And all the other ones, please coming down, sitting on your seat, lengthening your legs, pushing with your hands, your flesh to the side, hands next to your hips, rolling back your shoulders. So I hope you can take these a tiny bit more challenging poses as supporting you in your practice wherever you are. And you're not walking out of this room like, oh no, it's too much. There are always alternatives. Lengthening spine. If your hamstrings and your psoas muscle is a bit tight and you're sitting here like this, which is very human, you're rooting down from your heels, lifting your knees and helping yourself to find lengthening your spine. Bending your knees like this is it. You have a longer spine, shoulders back, toes active. Inhaling arms, folding forward. You can hug. When you have your knees folded, you can hug your knees with your arms. I need to bend as well. I did hurt my hamstring. Nothing wrong with bending knees, long spine. Body opens by time. Muscles softening with care, with softness, with awareness. Inhaling, gazing forward, exhaling, coming back into your sitting, reaching back from your hands, fingers pointing towards your heels, spreading your fingers wide, opening your chest. From here, you're reaching forward from your feet. You want to planting your feet and lifting your hips. When this is a tiny bit too much, you're bending your knees, planting your feet on the same height as your knees are. So please don't go only halfway. You're planting your feet and then from here you're lifting your seat. Completely fine. Exhaling, coming back down on your seat, lengthening your legs, releasing your hands, shaking. Interlacing fingers and giving yourself a bit of a massage with your hands. Swapping interlace, massaging your hands. Come in prayer and letting your hands floating around. Other side. Reaching forward from your arms, bring your hands down. Inhaling open. Exhaling. Inhaling open. Exhaling. One more time. Exhaling, bringing your hands one more time behind long legs, or you're folding in your knees, whatever feels right for you. You're reaching forward from your soles of your feet, pressing them down, lifting your hips, or hip widths apart. Breathe and making sure your neck is nice and long. You do not want to squeeze in your throat. You want to take a big when the sound comes like there is something wrong. One more time, inhaling and come on, one more. Inhaling, coming back down onto the floor, bringing your elbows close to your ribs and marching forward from your hips. And you want to shooting back, walking back. It's a super good exercise from the Alexander technique, helping you strengthening core, bringing more flexibility in your hips and finding your psoas muscle, this big muscle, shooting back. And you want to walk forward one more time. And shooting back. And your last time, you're coming forward on the first 3/4 of your mat, folding in your knee, planting your feet as an inversion. You can choose what you would like to do. Today, I would do from the flow shoulder stand. If you would like to do headstand or handstand or forearm stand, whatever, please feel free. So you can take this time to do your own inversion. If you would like to take the shoulder stand, you're rolling back onto your spine, making sure your shoulder blades are under your shoulders, arms on your side. You're folding in your knees towards your chest. Your neck want to be really nice and long. And from here, you're lifting yourself up, pressing with your hands, bringing your hips up, walking your arms, bringing your hands on your kidneys, and you want to come into your shoulder stand. When you are in your shoulder stand, you please do not look to your neighbor. You stay facing up in line with your toes. Bring your ribs in. And if you would like, you can start playing with your legs when you are in your shoulder stand. Opening your legs towards the sides, scissoring them apart. Whatever feels right for you. And when you feel ready, come in your halasana, bringing your legs over, long legs, only when your toes can meet the floor, only. Then you're liberating your arms, interlacing your fingers. If your toes do not meet the floor, please support your spine with your hands. And gently and slowly coming back. So you bring your hands back onto your spine, helping with your legs nice and long, rolling back onto your spine, vertebra for vertebra. When your sacrum meets the floor, hugging your knees towards your chest, making sure your neck is long, your chin comes towards your sternum. Happy baby pose, your knees flowing towards your armpits, and you're bringing your feet over your knees. Maybe you are a tiny bit short in your hamstrings, then you stay with your arms behind your thighs, behind your knees, helping to pressing your thighs towards your belly, or you're grabbing your calf muscles, your ankles from the inside, or you're bringing your hands from the outside. So your arms are in your legs and your hands reaching around, finding the outside of your feet, that you can parallel your feet. Everybody is different. Flexibility seems to be such a huge issue to decide I'm made for yoga or not. Can you practice yoga with a less flexible body? Yoga is not about flexibility. It's the way you find relating to yourself. Are you competing? Can you be connecting to yourself, finding your breath? Some people practicing more regular, body opens. Some people practicing less regular, body needs more time. What is wrong with this? Breath. Inhaling, releasing your feet, planting your feet onto the floor, stepping your feet together, opening your arms like wings to the side, like a T, palms of your hands facing down, pressing your feet into the floor, lifting your hips only 2 centimeters and bring your right hip a tiny bit towards your left side, letting your knees floating towards your right side. Find your gentle twisting. Maybe you want to grab with your right hand your left toes and stretching your left leg when there is a bit more flexibility, and you're twisting like this, or you stay with your knees folded, releasing your chest, your rib cage, softening in your belly. When you have your toes, releasing and bending your knee, bring your knees back into your center, pressing your feet into the floor, lifting your hips and bring your left hip 2 centimeters towards your right side, letting your knees floating to your left side, gaze over your right arm and find your variation. You can grabbing with your hands, your toes when you have a bit more flexibility, gazing over your shoulder, softening in your rib cage. Breathing into your kidneys, your shoulders soft, your mind calming down. With your next inhaling, releasing your toes when you have holded them and swinging yourself back with your knees in your center, planting your feet onto the floor, bringing your hips back into your neutral, hugging your knees towards your chest, rounding your spine, really giving yourself a sweet, nice little squeeze with a deep, deep exhaling. Inhaling, releasing, Shavasana, letting your legs grow long out of your hips, rolling back your shoulders, making all the adjustments you need to find your last asana, Shavasana, legs long, toes releasing, fingers might curl in a tiny bit, palms of your hands facing up. Chin towards your sternum, eyes closed. Wetting your lips with your tongue and swallow to make sure your jaw muscles softening and your eyes turning inward, connecting with this open, vast space you are. finding your natural breath and giving you this moment of integration, of relaxation. And there is a lovely quote from Leslie Dwight. What if 2020 isn't cancelled? What if 2020 is the year we've been waiting for? A year so uncomfortable, so painful, so scary, so raw, that is finally forcing us to grow. A year that screams so loud, finally awakening us from our ignorant slumber. A year we finally accept we need to change. Declare change, work for change, become the change. A year we finally band together instead of pushing each other further apart. 2020 isn't cancelled, but rather the most important year of all of them. And slowly and gently reconnecting to your breath. Reconnecting to your sensations. Letting your breath growing fuller and stronger. Feeling it in your toes, in your fingers. And maybe it moves into spontaneous movements like you're playing with your toes, with your arms. Maybe it moves into stretching, a sweet little touch, or you're missing some movement. And when you feel ready, you can folding in your knees towards your chest and roll towards your right side. And with your left hand in front of your chest, press yourself up and find a comfortable seat. Bringing your hands in Anjali Mudra in front of your chest with your eyes closed. Find any kind of seat you feel comfortable. It can be cross-legged, lotus, half lotus, full lotus, easy pose. Feet meeting in front, kneeling, whatever pose you feel comfortable with your hands in front of your chest in Anjali Mudra. And remembering one more time your set intention for this week. And to finish and seal this practice, let's take one deep, long sounding starting with a deep, deep inhaling. Thank you for practicing with me this morning. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. Thank you very much. Hope you're feeling good. Thank you at home. Nice you're training. Thank you.